Makadimo semre Zimbabwe kusangana zvekare pano pachivhiti-vhiti pa-TV yenyu patinenge tichikupa nyaya nemalatest updates anenge achiitika munyika yeZimbabwe. Nyaya huru satakabata inyaya yawiki neuchivhayo pamwe chete naSuperman wanzira. Last time tange tichitaura kuti wiki neuchivhayo akatorwa neAMI akanobvunzwa maquestions akasiyana-siyana. After anobvunzwa ikoko hauzotadzawo kujungwa mhino kana kujungwa kana kubayiwa musana nepfuti vanotombokubaya-baya. Saka wiki ino achibva ikoko akanosangana question yakamumirira, akanosangana mubvunzo waangabvunzwa naSuperman wanzira ari kunyanga, sezvo ari MP wekunyanga South. Akabva anovhunza mubvunzo akataura kuti isu tiri kuziva kuti wiki neuchivhayo vakapiwa tenda yekuti vange vachiisa magetsi kuno ku30 megawatts yainzi Gareza Hydropower Project nanhasi haisati yapera. Saka iye akabva auya achitaura wiki neuchivhayo akati aiwa haisi nyaya yekuti takaita mismanagement panyaya dzeproject kana panyaya dzemapayments, zviri kunzi mari ndiyo yakatonetsa kuti project iyoyi ipere. Saka zvaitarisirwa nevana venzvimbo iyoyo kunyanga South, asi izvo zvakazonobuda kuti vange vachibenefita nemagetsi iwayo, asi izvo zvakazobuda. Asi chimwe chinhu chikazonge chichitaurika pano ndechekuti iye wiki neuchivhayo arikutaura kuti iye hasiri akawadwa netenda iyoyo. Tenda iyoyo kunzi yakapihwa international company yema-Indians inonzi engineering, hanzi Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited, hanzi ndo kwakapihwa ningirikini iyoyo. Neimwe futi yainzi Angelic International yake hanzi Intratrack yake. Saka iye aritaura kuti wiki neu aritaura kuti iye pachake aiacta selocal contractor padhiri racho iroro, ndo zvaari kutaurawo, ndo maari kuzama kuwanda namo, but vamwe vanotaura kuti Gananda mari chakapwanya. Saka according wiki neuchivhayo aritaura iye kuti project haina kuzopera nekuda kwenyaya dzemari, but avakomana Superman wanzira akataura akati iye tibvunzirewo kuna vachivhayo kuti zvakafamba sei, vatiudzewo because isusu hatina chatiri kuziva panyaya yeproject zvakazofambiswa sei, takangona project isina kupera. Saka ndomamirira ngezvakaita. Saka pana parikuva vachinzi Chivhayo explained that the project failed to progress because it could reach financial disclosure. The lender finding the $113 million investment for a 30 megawatts plant commercially unviable based on expected return and cash flows. He added that government later prioritized higher yield power projects such as Wange units 7 and 8, which deliver 600 megawatts, leading to Garez being put on hold. He dismissed claims that funds were disbursed for the project and expressed hope that government would revisit under a more suitable funding structure in the future. So ndo zvaakataura iye wiki neuchivhayo panyaya yake. Saka naizvozvo Zimbabwe tinokutendai zvikurusa nekuteerera kwenyu kwamunoita pano pachivhiti-vhiti panenge chikupa malatest updates nenyaya dzinenge dzichiitika. Naizvozvo ndo patakuperera, asi tine hurukuro panyaya dzanatungwarara nedzimwe nyaya dziri kungoitikawo emunyika yeZimbabwe. Ndo hurukuro tichakusiya muinayo pano pavhidhiyo rino.
With the maids, with the daily to daily activities that all Zimbabweans face. So it's so important as we have this conversation, because I feel the reason I even asked, because you all know, and thank you Mdura Gay, because he has highlighted what's happening in Tanzania. But I want to tell you, Zimbabweans, you are so blessed because you have advantage. We have to look at the weakness and the strength. One of the things that you guys have, and you cannot downplay, is the fact that you are a highly sorted community worldwide. Zimbabweans shine. We have to give credit when credit needs to be given. As much as that we all, and as a Tanzanian, I don't aspire to have a dictatorial government, but one of the things that is so important is that the education that you carry is so critical in building the Zimbabwe that you all want. and you have no reason not to do so. I think Titus said something very poignant. The thing is, with the world we are seeing right now, I just moved to Alaska. My husband worked for USAID, you know, so I can tell you, as a Tanzanian, I wish Tanzania was stable. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. It's so critical. You Zimbabweans, you have all it takes to take your nation to a different level. You have the education. Let's not look at the current education at the moment, but a lot of people who are millennials, they can take lead to change this country. You are a beautiful people. You just lack leadership. You're amazing people. Let's all put aside our political affiliation and look what can we do to change the status of Zimbabwe so that we do not, and I'm going to be very specific, we cannot condone what's happening. We cannot let a few people, a few elites continue to control our countries. It has to take a time. I don't care what political affiliation you're in. You have to soul search and say, this is the time. If your neighbor is desperate, if your neighbor cannot afford A, B, C, D, it's a core responsibility for all of us to take action. We cannot lie to ourselves. Zimbabwe has all it takes to be another South African. It's all you Zimbabweans uniting and saying that when my neighbor is desperate, and the timing is very poignant because we are taught, you don't have to believe in the African American struggle, but the timing is poignant because one of the things is that Martin Luther said, don't say what your he specifically said, what can you do for another person? It's up to us to take that initiative. It's easy to be very conceited and be, because when you rub shoulders with people like this um uh Wikno, as I said, I left Zimbabwe in June 2025, so I really know the politics of Zimbabwe. It's so easy when you rub shoulders. It's human nature to forget, but it's so important to understand the whole meaning of Ubuntu. And you, as Zimbabweans, are so blessed. Wherever you are, it's so critical to tell the Mnangagwa regime it's time to raise up and say that we want the Zimbabweans to benefit from the resource that your beautiful country has, so that everybody, there's no way that we can all be on the same par, but I can strongly say that Zimbabweans have what it takes. It's not by coincidence that a lot of Zimbabweans are outside the world and they're making a significant contribution to the world. But there's no Zimbabwean in the diaspora will go to Zimbabwe if there are no institutions that function. It's common sense. It's so important we put our politics aside and see what can we do for our nation and your nation, your beloved nation. You guys, of all the Africans, you have everything. For a nation to progress, you need technology. You
Come in.
I'm finishing up. You need human capital. And Zimbabwe does not lack any of that. God bless Zimbabwe. God bless Africa. Please take time to reflect and see how can you build a Zimbabwe that is a Zimbabwe for all Zimbabweans, because you have what it takes to bring Zimbabwe to be the next